could actually talk about more, but I do have one bonus one to share with you, and that's going to be the software smoothness. So this phone has been very fast, but one area throughout the year where it just hasn't felt quite up to par to other phones is smoothness. It's like super fast, but to me, it's not as smooth as like a OnePlus software or some of these other devices. They could work a little bit on the polish. Sometimes this phone does have micro stutters. It's very small. You got to look out for it, but it does tend to micro stutter here and there. Never really crashes apps. It's been super stable though. I'm just saying that they could work a little bit on the polish of the smoothness of this phone. It seems like this is the Ferrari of phones. It's incredibly snappy, incredibly fast, but definitely a little bit rough around the edges in certain areas. And some people can still notice how liquidy and buttery smooth some of these other softwares feel by comparison to Samsung feeling very fast. But I tend to prefer its speed for productivity tasks and multitasking, decks, S Pen, you name it. It's been really good in that department, and I've praised it multiple times for that. But software smoothness and polish can always be improved. And I think we're going to see even more of that with One UI 8.5, which I covered previously. So that's already being worked on, but still, I would like to see how much the S26 goes in that direction on the Ultra. So stay tuned. We'll compare S25 Ultra to this phone as well. So wrapping it up, there's probably more things I could find about it, that we would say should be a must improve. We can also reduce bezels even more if they would like. That would be a nice have. I actually am looking forward to under display cameras not having any obtrusion, punch holes, anything of that sort inside of the phone. That's also an area I'd like to see improved, but I'm not sure we're going to see that. I also don't love when we see these antennae. I know we gotta have them on here, but it's sometimes nicer to me when they're just integrated within the phone. But S25 Ultra has been excellent. It really has. But looking forward to S26 Ultra. Those are the areas I think I would really like to see improve. I think some of them are actually going to come true. So stay tuned. We're going to do the S26 Ultra, battles here on the channel, and let me know if you agree with the things I think that should be improved here or not. And if you bought an S25 Ultra, are you planning on keeping it, or are you planning on seeing what Samsung does first and then potentially setting up a return to take your S25 Ultra back and go get an S26 Ultra? Curious to know how you feel about this upcoming line of devices. Let's talk about it down below in the comments.